Sasha Kelly was trapped in the shadowy depths of early 20s single life. Harboring a twisted sense of humor and a morbid curiosity, she decided it was time to delve into the treacherous world of online dating. Armed with her bitching dress sense and a dangerous attitude, Sasha ventured into the murky abyss of Tinder. Swipe after swipe, she matched with a parade of potential suitors in no time. Sasha arranged to meet her first Tinder victim, a charming gentleman named James Gunther, at a coffee shop known for its great cappuccino. But as fate would have it, in the midst of grappling with a number of things, Sasha found herself having a very bad day. After having to work late, she lost track of time. James never replied to any of her apology DMs. Unaffected by his silence, Sasha accepted her bad luck and continued her Tinder search. Undeterred, Sasha moved on to her next date. A forlorn artist named Jill Harris awaited her affections. As the night of their ill-fated encounter approached, Sasha found herself suffering from a hangover from hell that very day. She couldn't stop bringing up the vile muck she ingested the night before. After spilling her guts all over her apartment, Sasha was fast asleep when Jill arrived to pick her up. Jill's disappointment surpassed any potential connection. Sasha sent her usual apology DMs, but yet again she was ghosted by another disastrous date. Jill was left disillusioned with Sasha's incompetence. Determined to continue her hunt for companionship, Sasha set her sights on her next date, Eric Stanley, a naive outdoors enthusiast. They agreed to meet at a cinema. The 11th sequel to the horror franchise, Squeal, had just been released. Sasha was determined to arrive on time. She had set out 2 hours earlier than when they had planned to meet. But suddenly Sasha cursed her wicked luck once more. Halfway to her destination, Sasha realized she had forgotten to charge her phone, just as an unpredicted torrential storm raged from the skies above. Sasha stood completely drenched in the rain's icy embrace, as she watched her phone screen glow its last breath. Sasha tried her best to quickly return home, change in time and make it back before Eric had left, but when she got there she felt defeated as there was no sign of him. With her spirit shattered, Sasha felt a mere echo in the storm's gloom. Through her misfortune, after a string of disastrous encounters, Sasha discovered an unholy revelation. Eric, enraptured by the twisted chemistry of their online encounters, sought solace in Sasha's apology DMs. Embracing their shared dark sense of humor, they planned to embark on another date. They met for their date, and to Sasha's surprise, it was an enchanting evening. Their energy crackled with intensity, and laughter filled the air as they exchanged wickedly humorous anecdotes. As the night wore on, Sasha, with her voice dripping with feigned innocence, suggested they continue the evening and go somewhere they could grab a coffee. Eric, under the intoxicating spell of their unusual connection, eagerly agreed. They stood drinking their coffee in the hidden depths of a forgotten neighborhood. The air hung heavy with an oppressive ambience, sending chills down Eric's spine. Eric, captivated by Sasha's enigmatic weirdness, took a cautious sip of his drink. Sasha's eyes glinted with wicked delight as she sniffed her coffee cup. She smelt its bitter aroma and tension coiling in the air. In that moment, a smile crept across Sasha's face.
Eric, there's something you should probably know about me.
What do you mean?
I've always had a penchant for disaster, or you could say a magnet for bad luck. I am like a malevolent force upon this world.
Why? What's going to happen? Is something going to randomly fall from the sky and kill me?
Oh, I know the details are far too trivial and comical to divulge you with. But, shall I anyway?
Please do.
This whole online dating thing is not easy for me. In fact, the whole thing made me completely miserable.
I completely understand. It's not easy at all.
No, Eric, it's a little more complicated than that. I mean, my first date didn't even get started. I had a really bad day.
You really shouldn't feel the need to.
I messed up my second date. It was a complete nightmare also.
Honestly, Sasha, there's really no need to explain.
But I do, it's best you know. On the day of my first date, I was so overwhelmed, which triggered me to get extremely stressed. I got stressed and ate James.
What?
My first date. I ate him. He made me feel sick for a couple of days afterwards, which caused me to miss my second date. But hey, these things happen, you know?
Sasha's wicked smile widened, and her eyes gleamed with intensity as she began to sway. As she moved rhythmically to a non-existent song, Eric's curiosity was gripped by Sasha's behavior. Sasha's body began to change, her muscles tensing and contorting as bones elongated and rearranged. An intense pain surged through her being, accompanied by a profound sense of liberation. Her senses heightened, each scent and sound amplified to an almost overwhelming degree. Dark fur sprouted from her skin as her hands twisted into fierce claws, and her teeth sharpened to menacing points. Eric could scarcely believe his own eyes. Sasha's metamorphosis was a terrifying realization that he had become entwined with the supernatural, a creature of legend, a majestic and fearsome she-wolf. And so, Eric willingly surrendered himself to the sinister whims of Sasha Wolf in her grisly form. Perhaps together, as a pack, they would roam the darkest depths of the world and fulfill their twisted desires, embracing the madness that swirled within both of their souls. They could reminisce their meeting, and forever cement their story as a wicked tale of love and the intoxicating allure of lycanthropy. Or perhaps Sasha will just wake up in the morning with another horrific food hangover.